Okay, today we'll be opening up these two older Korean-made GM oil filters. This 8-year-old filter, number 93745067, and this 18-year-old filter, number 9645873. And I got these oil filters for free. Yep, a very generous viewer, whose name is Mark, who also goes by Daewoo Parts, from Staten Island, New York, sent me these two oil filters. Thanks, Mark. These filters fit both of Mark's Daewoo vehicles, a red 2001 Nubra 2 and his white 2000 Laganza. These filters cross over to the AC Delco PF47 oil filter. And these two oil filters are going to duke it out. It could get ugly, folks. And when the dust clears, we'll see who the winner is. So let's get started. This is a matter of, you got to glue the silicone, get nice and tight, get your inner here, filtration. Okay, we'll start with this filter here. This is the newer of the two filters. This one's 8 years old, so I'm going to call this the new filter, and I'll refer to the other one as the old filter. Here's the part number. And if we look over here, we'll see made in Korea. So let's open it up. Okay, both of these filters come with this plastic covering. And if we look over here, Mark tells me this is the date code right here. So this one comes out to May 18th, 2015. And this filter is made by a company, C1. And it gives you instructions how to put it on. This filter has 4 inlet holes, metal core with holes. There's no bypass valve, but there's a lot of grooves there. It's like about 4 there, the threads. And this looks like a nitro rubber, like an O-ring gasket. Yeah, looks good. Okay, let's look at the other filter. Okay, this is the older filter. Here's the part number. Also says made in Korea. Alright, let's open up. There's nothing else on this box. Let's open up, see what it looks like. And this filter here, here's the date code here. It's lot number 05. So it's made in 2005, and this filter's date is March 28th, 2005. And Mark says somewhere on here, it says, it's in Korean, it says, this filter is made by Dongwoo Man and Hummel. So I can't read Korean, but it's what it says, probably right here somewhere. This filter also has 4 inlet holes, metal core with holes, also the same amount of threads there, same nitro rubber gasket. These filters look exactly the same, except for the writing on them. They look the same on the outside. Let's see if they look the same on the inside. Be right back. Okay, here I got both filters cut open. And these filters are almost exactly the same. They're not exactly the same, but pretty close. So I'm going to try to go through these pretty quick. So this is the newer filter, 273.3 grams. And this is the older filter, 273.2 grams. So you can see 1 gram. You can see it's not off by much. They both share the same gaskets. They're both these they look like nitro rubber O-ring gaskets. Base plates are the same also. I'll just weigh one just so you know how much it weighs. 116 grams. But you can see they're both the same. Now the filter element itself is a little bit different. So let's go with the newer one first. The newer one weighs 81.6 grams. The older one weighs 84.3 grams. And we'll check that out one in just a second. But this one here, you got a glued seam right here, inside seam, metal end caps, no bypass valve. And this one has 61 pleats, nicely spaced. But I have no micron rating, and I don't know what this filter media is made out of. So what you see is what you get. If you look at this, this is the older one. This older one has a metal crimp seam, but this one has 70 pleats, so it has 9 more pleats. And it also has metal end caps, no bypass valve. They look the same. Same as the other filter. But this one definitely has more pleats. Just like the other one, I don't know what the micron rating is or what this filter media is made out of. And we'll look inside these cans. We'll see. This one has a stamped, you know, it looks more like the traditional stamp leaf springs. And this one has this kind of leaf spring. A little bit different. Quite a bit different, actually. Yeah, so that's that. I'm not going to bother weighing those. I'll just weigh the cans. So this is the older one, 61.7 grams. 59.3 grams. Let's get their thickness. And I was getting the same thickness on both of them. It was like a 0.54 millimeters. 0.55 millimeters. That's close enough. You could check this other one out too, but it'll be the same thing. 0.55 millimeters. And let's get the width. Yeah, this is the newer one. 1.87 inches wide. And the older one, 1.89 inches wide. It's almost the same thing. Yeah, I think the old one's gonna have more filter media. What do you guys think? Depends how deep these pleats are, but okay, let me cut these open, stretch them out, and see what they look like. Be right back. Okay, here they are stretched out, and the older filter is 69.5 inches long, and the newer filter is 72 inches long. Okay, so let's get the thickness on these guys. The new one, 0.92 millimeters thick. And the old one, 0.64 millimeters thick. Quite a bit thinner. And let's take a look at these guys up close. There's the front filtering side, back side. And let's take a look at these guys under a microscope. So looking at the pic on the microscope, I would say this new one's probably going to do a better job at filtering. It's a little bit thicker. It weighs more. You'll see at the end I weigh both filter medias. You know, because they're almost the same length. They're only like 3 square inches off from each other, so you're getting about the same amount of filter media. And I would say that's the biggest difference between these two filters is the filter media itself. Let's look at the rest of the filter. So these gaskets, these are the same. Same gaskets, same base plates. You know, you got your stamp leaf springs, they're a little different. But I don't think it would make any difference which one you had on there, which one you were using. And the reason for the having more pleats than the other one, this one's the older one. See, it almost fits right over. Actually, it does fit over. Look at that. Yep. So it's the pleats ain't as big. So that's why the media came out. You know, the older one had more pleats, but they weren't as big. And the cans are the same thickness. See the little overspray there. Yeah, they're nice thick cans. So what do you guys think about these two filters? And again, I want to thank Mark for sending me these 2 Korean-made oil filters. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Friday. I open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and take care. The newer filter media weighs 20 grams. The older filter media weighs 14.6 grams.